Honorable Faruk Malami Yabo, MFR, Yarima Yabo, Crown Prince of Yabo, was born in Yabo local government area of Sokoto State, northwest geopolitical zone of Nigeria in 1969. His royal blood is from both paternal and maternal side. His great-grandfather, Muhammad Moyijo Amir Kebi, was the first to receive the flag of recognition for unflinching support by Sheikh Usman Lamfodio, which led to the establishment of the Sokoto Caliphate in 1804. To this day, the Sakin Kebi Yabo is among the kingmakers that selects the Sultan whenever there is a vacuum in the throne of the Sultanate. Honorable Faruk Malami Yabo is a recipient of the Presidential National Honor, member of the Order of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, MFR, for his outstanding public service as Honorable Commissioner for Finance and subsequently Honorable Commissioner for Local Government and Community Development in Sokoto State. He also served as Chairman, Millennium Development Goal MDG, Member Federation Account Allocation Committee, Joint Tax Board and NEPAD Peer Review Committee, as well as Chairman, Sokoto State Tenders Board. Honorable Faruk Malami Yabo studied public administration at the prestigious Bayero University, Kano, and holds a master's degree in public policy administration (MPPA) from the same university. He also attended Harvard University, Kennedy School of Government, where he studied public financial management. Honorable Faruk MFR also attended University of Manchester, Manchester Business School, where he studied International Public Sector Accounting Standards, IPSAS. His professional membership includes Certified Public Accountant CPA, Chartered National Accountant CNA, Fellow at the Chartered Institute of Economics of Nigeria ACIT, Member of the Chartered Institute of Administration MCIA, Fellow Certified Financial Analyst FCFA. His delivery on functional entrepreneurship model are well documented in the annals of the history of Sokoto State, which have created empowerment for small and medium-scale enterprises to work effectively. During his tenure as the chairman of the Millennium Development Goal (MDG) in Sokoto State, he championed the Conditional Cash Transfer Program (CCT), which seeks to empower small traders in the rural communities. He also developed a CCT model on modern poultry for 3,200 CCT beneficiaries in the first instance.
The impact of this policy is felt all over the state, starting from the CCT that was inaugurated late last year. We have so far trained, the first batch was 3,250 and another 1,800 followed. And now we have another 2,250 that will be lined up for the next round of CCT. We have 95% success as far as CCT is concerned. The sense of that is one, to empower them so that they can send their children to school, and also to stop the issue of intergenerational transfer of poverty, so that if you are unlucky to be poor, that should not be transmitted to your siblings and to the next generation.
Later, with support from local government, the Shopee Program Office, an additional 11,500 people benefited from the program in Sokoto State.
Our most distinguished guest, Senator Donzella James and Honorable D. Dawkins Hegler from the state of Georgia, United States of America. Our most distinguished guest, the publisher of the African Leadership magazine. This program, distinguished Senator and Honorable Congress Lady, we started it about a year ago. the first batch of 5,200 women and men in collaboration with the Millennium Development Goal. We are giving them what we call conditional cash transfer scheme. The intended objective of this program is to fight three things at the same time. One, to get them out of poverty. Two, to support them so that they can get their children enrolled in schools. And the third one, which is very, very important, is to stop the intergenerational transfer of poverty.
So let's have a quickly sure that they can sustain their families by working hard so that they can create an industry of producing eggs so that children can go to school, their children can have health care, and that their family will not be in poverty after this generation.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Senator Donzella James, and I greet you on behalf of our governor of the state of Georgia and our lieutenant governor and all of the legislators, including the Black Caucus. Very proud to be one of them. I've been elected many, many years, but I've never seen anything like what you're doing right here in your state. Your commissioner, Yabo, is really, truly amazing, and you should give him a hand. It was Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who is a great Atlantan, a preacher, a teacher, drum major for justice, and a Nobel Peace Prize winner, who often said that if you give a child a meal a day, education, clothes for their things in action. So again, I applaud him. I applaud all of you. Please use your money wisely, as of course it appears that you're already doing, because you're continuing to come back and still qualify. So God bless you all. Assalamu alaikum.
When it comes to infrastructural development, the achievements of Honorable Faruk Malami Yabo, MFR, cannot be matched. As chairman of the Sokoto State Tenders Board, Honorable Yabo, MFR, championed the tripleization of the state airport road and dualization of the western and eastern bypass of the Sokoto metropolis. Honorable Faruk also spearheaded the establishment and construction of the state-owned university. Since it was commissioned and inaugurated, the Sokoto State University currently has a student population of over 4,000. A visit by a German international development partner was a clear attestation to the gigantic works that was carried out at the Sokoto State University.
Sitting with our partners here in the Sokoto State government, and we will decide in the next months on what actual projects we are going to do here.
Going to support us in terms of renewable energy and other energy solutions that can support our rural communities and perhaps our educational institutions and even hospitals.
Honorable Faruk also touched on two other key areas of the state economic life. First was the construction of a 38-megawatt independent power plant, which has been tested and is now in the process of being connected to the national grid. There was also the renovation and upgrading of the state government-owned hotels to meet international hospitality standards. Honorable Faruk also saw to the construction and opening of a massive skill acquisition center which seeks to train artisans of the state in various trades for their economic enhancement and the reduction of poverty and unemployment.
We are lucky to have these centers, constructed by His Excellency the Executive Governor Alhaji Dr. Aliyu Magatakardawamoko in Kwari, Bodinga, and the one in Gwaranyo.
All these positive efforts helped to massively increase the Sokoto State internally generated revenue during his tenure as the Honorable Commissioner of Finance. On two consecutive occasions, 2010 and 2011, Sokoto State was rated second after Lagos State in terms of internal revenue generation proportionately. In the area of health, Honorable Yabo, MFR, delivered 230 primary healthcare centers, as well as another 223 ambulances to all the wards in the state. Honorable Yabo headed the first government ministry or agency in Africa to procure and distribute maternal and child life-saving drugs called misoprostol and chlorhexidine to primary healthcare institutions of the state. This helped to reduce maternal and child mortality in the state.
The first stock we ordered in 2013, because it was ordered from Nepal. We waited for about two and a half months, before bringing it into the country. We sought for NAFDAC's guidance, and NAFDAC gave us the approval to use it. And we have also sustained that procurement chain, because as you can see, we have just secured the second consignment, which has shown consistency in the way that we are planning to manage this.
This effort earned him recognition by USAID and PLOS ONE US Medical Journal for heading the first government department in sub-Saharan Africa to introduce the use of these life-saving drugs. These modest achievements attracted key interest and subsequent visit by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation to offer support in the area of polio eradication.
The very good news is that after its long historic fight, Sokoto really has now made tremendous progress against polio. You have gone more than a year and a half without a polio case. So really, congratulations and fantastic work by the state.
We went to see the president some a year and a half ago. I went with some chairman and His Excellency was there, and the representative of your foundation was also there. Exactly. Yes. So we made that commitment to Mr. President that by December last year, by the grace of God, we are going to do all we can to make sure that that commitment, the political will be there to get Sokoto and by extension the whole country out of this.
And you made it.
Thank you very much for acknowledging this.
Also, representatives from 23 states of the Federation undertook a fact-finding mission to understudy the incredible success story recorded by the Sokoto state government in the area of maternal and child care program. The aim of this visit was to replicate the program in their various states.
What we are celebrating today is something that T-SHIP suggested to Sokoto state government, and which we have simply implemented, and that's why I would say at the risk of modesty, we have done what we are supposed to do. And I must say we are very, very delighted to have you, and I'm urging my directors and everyone who is going to be with you to make sure that you are given the opportunity to interact with those that are benefiting from the scheme, and perhaps the stock and whichever health facility that you think you want to visit. If you want to visit all of them, you are most welcome.
He held regular press conferences to intimate the people of the state on happenings in government, some after the State Executive Council meetings. Another key area where Honorable Faruk Malami Yabo made impact is in peace and security. During one of his numerous visits to the United States, he was at the Capitol Hill where he delivered a paper on security.
It's the offshoot of what happened in Libya, and then afterwards in Mali, and then that was, I believe, how the sophisticated equipment, but in the past about 5-6 years before the Libyan crisis, they were just using improvised explosives. DSS, Department of State Service, came to Sokoto and recognized what we've been doing. The Sultan of Sokoto received Peace Recognition Award for promoting peace. And then the governor and incidentally myself. So we are still proud to say that Sokoto State is the most peaceful state. But then when you look at the insecurity issue, sometimes it's not about poverty. It's about orientation. When you go to Niger, when you go to Mali or Burkina Faso, when you look at the per capita, it's not in any way close to what Nigerians have. But the fundamental thing is you change the orientation. When you change the orientation, then you empower people economically.
His work and commitment in this vital sector of our society did not go unnoticed, as he and the former governor of Sokoto State, Senator Wamako, alongside His Eminence, the Sultan of Sokoto, were recognized by the Northwest Zonal Command of the Department of State Security Service, DSS.
Achieving peace in Sokoto State, I must say, is not by luck or by coincidence. It's as a result of the following proactive measures that His Excellency and His Eminence adopted. Prominent among these measures is prayer and seeking for God's guidance. I remember on the 29th of May for the last 2 years, when other states were busy celebrating doing fanfare and jamboree, His Excellency and His Eminence consider those days as very, very important to seek for God's guidance in terms of security for this state and for this country, and we have seen the fruit of that.
In the sports fraternity, Yerima Yabo is a well-known figure. His youth empowerment program using sports as a vehicle led to the discovery of 2 Olympic silver medalists in Shehu Abdullahi and Usman Muhammad. Both players were key members of the coach Samson Siasia tutored side that won silver at the 2016 Rio Olympic Games. Presently, Muhammad is on trial with Spanish giants Barcelona. Honorable Faruk is also the brain behind the drive for what he calls a dual career path, which seeks to combine education with sports. The project is modeled after the academic program offered for athletes by the Johan Cruyff Institute for Sports, Barcelona, Spain, which is part of the Dutch university system.
And I would invite Honorable Commissioner to just give some of his experiences of what has been done in Sokoto.
Good afternoon. I would like you as Africans and as Nigerians to join me in commending this noble initiative of the University of Nicosia. The dual career path is another opportunity that has been created to be connected by CR1 and by the Dynamic Education and Entrepreneurship Program in conjunction with some reputable institutions in Europe.
In the course of his public service, Honorable Yabo, MFR, has traveled widely, cutting across African, European, Asian, and the United States of America. Following the tremendous successes recorded in 2015, he was invited to visit the state of Maryland, Atlanta, Georgia, Washington, D.C., Capitol Hill in the U.S. He also took a delegation of directors of finance and local government chairmen to training and empowerment tour of Bahrain.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. His Excellency, the Minister of Municipality and Urban Planning, Dr. Jimo Al-Kari, Your Excellencies, members of the Board of Trustees, the President of the Royal Women University, distinguished invited guests, members of the faculty, academic, and my fellow students, Assalamu alaikum. Your Excellency, I would like to, on behalf of my delegation, express our deepest appreciation for accepting to host us this morning. Since our touchdown in Bahrain and the subsequent visits we made,
to some government agencies and quasi-government agencies like the e-government authority. We can feel the aura of good leadership this country has. The secretaries as well as directors of finance from the various municipalities we have.
وفدنا يتكون من رئيس منتخب في الحكومة المحلية للبلديات ونائب الرئيس ومدراء وعدة مدراء من إدارات مختلفة في هذه الحكومة.
In Cyprus,
Sokoto State, Federal Republic of Nigeria. Just like I mentioned to the mayor and Nigerian Federation, we have 3 tiers of government working alongside with each other. We have the federal government, we have the state government, and then we have the local government.
Russia holds a leading position in supplying energy resources to European market.
And we're also tilting towards African integration, and we're heading towards the West African Currency Union. So going by what the two titans, what we've seen in the integration of Greece and Cyprus and the difficulties they are having, I would like to figure out whether we are able to get something that can guide us, so that we don't get into this kind of trap.
as well as visits to Czech Republic,
On the oil, we have federal government taking 52%.
Malaysia, and Ireland. Hard work and dedication to duty have brought awards and recognitions to Honorable Faruk Malami Yabo, MFR, both at home and abroad. These include a special honorary award of accomplishments and achievements in elevating Sokoto State of Nigeria to international prominence in economic and business development by the Governor of the State of Maryland in the United States of America. There is also the recognition award by the Washington, D.C. Chamber of Commerce and a special appreciation from the President of the Chamber, Harry Wingo, and the Mayor of Washington, D.C., Muriel Bowser.
Be it known that on behalf of the citizens of this state, in recognition of a well-deserved tribute to honor you for your accomplishments and achievements in elevating Sokoto State, Nigeria to the national prominence in economic and business development. And as the people of Maryland join together in expressing our admiration, great respect, and sincere best wishes for continued success, we are pleased to confer upon you this governor's citation. And Governor Boyd Rutherford and the Secretary of State, John Wogan-Smith. Thank you so much.
I would like all of you to join me in expressing my gratitude and appreciation to the Regional Communications Director of Small Business America, Rita Sharfield, for organizing this dinner. Before I start extending my gratitude to the Mayor and to the Governor of the great state of
Maryland. I will credit whatever achievement or modest achievement I must have recorded in the course of my stewardship to my governor, Dr. Wamoko, People's Governor. Another good news I am bringing here is this March, Nigerians came out in massive numbers and with high hopes and great expectation and voted for a new beginning. They have voted for a leader who is tested and can be trusted, and that is General Malami, because he represents integrity, and I believe he is going to lead the country and the party that has given him the platform. The APC is also going to lead with vision. And the country is also commending the outgoing president, Dr. Jonathan, for his rare show of sportsmanship and statesmanship.
Today, this consummate administrator, human capital development strategist, public finance expert, is an honorary citizen of the U.S. state of Georgia, where Governor Nathan Deal gave him an award of recognition.
This award is given to individuals who exemplify excellence in what they do. We are giving you an honorary Georgia Citizen Award, and it reads as such. I, Brian Kemp, Secretary of State of the State of Georgia, do hereby proclaim Faruk Malami Yabo as an honorary Georgia citizen. May this honorary citizen be afforded every courtesy as a goodwill ambassador from Georgia in his travels to other states, to nations beyond the borders of the United States of America, or wherever he may hereafter travel or reside. And this is signed on this day, the 9th day of December, 2014, Brian Kemp, Secretary of State. So you are now officially an honorary citizen of the state of Georgia.
The chairperson, Black Caucus of Georgia, Honorable Dekla, everyone here, I thank you very much. And I want you to extend my profound and deepest appreciation to the Governor, Nathan Deal, the Secretary of State, the Senators, and the Congress, women and men. I thank you for this great honor. And this very honor, I will make sure I will uphold. I will represent the state of Georgia, and by extension, the United States, the continent of Africa, and my very state in the manner that you expect me to. I will say that no one who visits the United States of America will fail, and this beautiful state will fail to recognize the effect of a free society. The United States of America is the greatest nation on earth, not because of the size of its GDP, or the might of its military, or the beautiful skyscrapers you have, but because of the freedom its people enjoyed, and because of the equal opportunity this country has given to its citizens to aspire to what they wish. And in Africa, we are currently hailing the United States because that unique American dream has reached the shores of Africa.
While in the state of Georgia, he met with other top black lawmakers, including the widow of black civil rights activist Barbara King, and presented with the resolution of recognition by the Black Congressional Caucus in Georgia.
As the giants of Africa, the shining light in the valley, the hope and aspiration of the whole world, the united Nigeria.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I truly don't know what to say to the state of Georgia. Some 3 months back, I came here to deliver a speech on our grassroots development model, and I was surprised to be given a recognition and a resolution of recognition by the chairperson of the Black Caucus, the Georgia General Assembly. Then after that, when I went back
I was told to come back. And another big surprise today is seeing our distinguished mother, the grandmother, the widow of Dr. Eddie King. I feel highly inspired and privileged to be in your midst. Thank you for coming.
Honorable Faruk also got an audience with the chairperson of the House Committee on African Affairs, Karen Bass, at the Capitol Hill. Other prominent award and plaque of honors came from the Kingdom of Bahrain, Parliament Chairman, Governor of the Southern Governorate, and that of Morag State during his visit to that country. Back home, Honorable Faruk Malami Yabo is a proud recipient of the Best Commissioner for Local Government in the Northwest Geopolitical Zone, National Association of Nigerian Students NAS Medal of Honor, DSS Award for Outstanding Support and Inspiring Citizens Towards Peace and Security, ECOWAS Youth Council Patron and Nigerian Youth Parliament Award, and Award of Honor, Kungiya Hausa Shehu Shagari College of Education, Sokoto State, among several other awards and recognitions.
We know that Nigerians have excelled and Nigerians will continue to excel. And I've always told the young people, I started as a young one, as a commissioner. And today I've always said myself, the Colonel and Consiasia, we are patrons of this organization. But
without any iota of doubt, Honorable Yabo can be described as a political heavyweight in his home state of Sokoto, which was obvious to all and sundry during his town hall meeting with all the campaign coordinators from the 23 local government areas of the state, which was a huge success.
Democracy is the highest form of government because of its emphasis on freedom, equality, and justice. But a democratically elected government also has to come through a credible election process and has to be represented by credible persons who will offer credible leadership.
Through public speech and paper presentations, he has created a profound public consciousness and connection towards harnessing the talent, energy and innovation of Africa's young people in order to achieve accelerated growth and development on the continent. He has launched a project called To Be Connected Africa, which aims to link individual ideas and talents of young Africans to their right industry.
We have a concept and now it's a project called To Be Connected Nigeria, which I think will go beyond our shores. Eventually it is going to transform to Be Connected Africa.
I don't expect to be rewarded or appreciated, because humanity requires you to make a difference, to be excellent without expecting a return. Just do it for humanity.
leadership must educate the youth, and they also must engage this youth by creating employment for them and also entrepreneurship that can make them stand to continue to contribute their own part in the progress and development of this country.
He held several interactions with the media, locally and internationally, in furtherance of his desire to connect with the youths. With his youthful looks still very much intact, close pals will attribute this to his sporting life, as he regularly takes to the game of golf as a member of the prestigious IBB International Golf and Country Club, Abuja, National Vice President of the Youth Sports Federation of Nigeria, honorary member of the Barcelona Football Club, and member of the Washington, D.C. City Club.